Vastav, a 9-year-old climate warrior from Loreto Convent School, Delhi. Today, I want to tell all of you that I suffer from a rather odd disease. This increasingly common condition has a few incurable symptoms. I'm sorry to say, but I might be spreading this disease to all of you at the end of this talk. Doctors are still working on the name, but I'm currently calling it Plastic-itis. This disease has a symptom which is actually a bit like a superpower. I call it plastic goggles. As soon as I walk into a room, I zero upon any type of plastic. It might be a wrapper of a snack, a plastic bottle, or even plastic cutlery. And then I immediately imagine where that might end up in the next 25 or even 100 years. I didn't always suffer from this condition. It all started when I was 7 and I came across a very disturbing image of a dog whose neck was stuck in a plastic bottle and he died because of suffocation. Like any other child, I was very disturbed. And I'm an animal lover. I have a dog of my own and I could not imagine such a thing happening to him. I was really curious how and why did something like this happen. So I queried my parents and I did my own little research and I learned a lot about plastic, the wonder material. Let me give you a little background. When plastic was invented in the early 1900s, it was considered to be a smart scientific invention, a wonder material, as it was durable and stable and it could be cheaply made, which is true. Plastic is amazing. It can be used for so many items such as laptops, Tupperware, or even furniture. Unfortunately, though, our use of this wonder material is often far from clever. At times you could say it is totally stupid. I mean, who thought it would be smart to use a durable and persistent material and make it into everyday items which you use just minutes before discarding, like plastic bags, plastic bottles, and plastic straws? Let me give you an example. The chips packet which you could never get enough of, you just gobble it up in 5 minutes. What do you do after eating the chips? You just dispose the packet, right? Do you know that this chips packet can outlive you, your children and their grandchildren? Just imagine! Over the past decade, we humans have produced more plastic than in last century. 60% of this being single-use plastic. Just to put things in perspective, about 1 truck worth plastic enters the world's oceans every single minute. There are various impacts of plastic pollution. I'm going to tell you just enough to scare you into action, but not enough to completely freak you out. The ones that are most severely impacted are the marine species, as they can become entangled in floating plastic debris or can mistake it for food and accidentally ingesting it, either choking or leading to false sense of fullness. Some seabirds have been found with up to 3,000 pieces, almost 8 kilos of plastic in the stomach. That's like if one of us ate 12 pizzas worth of food but was unable to digest any of it. Whales washing up dead on seacoasts have now become a common sight, all because of the same issue. As our global population continues to grow, we are also creating more trash. The impact of increasing waste generation are felt more deeply in developing countries like ours, as there are inadequate facilities to properly and safely dispose of waste, which leads to piling up around where people live, contaminating groundwater and causing water-based illnesses like diarrhea. Open burn pits and leaching of toxic chemicals into the soil can lead to longer-term problems like cancer. Now you will say that you have been disposing your waste in a responsible manner, and especially your single-use plastic which you put into bins which are specially marked for recycling, or that you segregate your waste at home before giving it to your kudewala, and that there should not be any problem. Well, you are wrong. You see, only 2% of plastic ever gets recycled because of lack of facilities and more because of types of plastics that cannot be recycled, and for those that can be, like PET bottles, they can only be genuinely recycled once or maybe twice before they have been damaged too much to be recycled again. So who is responsible for all of this? And how can we save our beloved Mother Earth from this plastic problem? Some people say that it is the responsibility of the government and the corporations. The government can take big steps like banning or taxing plastic, and the corporations can make big changes to the amount and type of plastic that they are using to package. Or they can also do financial contributions to build up a recycling facility. However, I would like to refer to Newton's first law of motion, also known as the law of inertia. An object at rest will stay at rest. An object in motion will stay in motion unless acted upon by any type of force. We can be that force which gets people engaged and moving from their resting. We can infect our friends and our family with plasticity. If all of you watching this video would at least put one plastic item and inspire your friends and your family to do the same, then it would create a ripple effect of plastic-free ambassadors standing up all over the world and demanding change. And that's why I set out to do my bit. And I started the campaign Plastic Shunya. It is a youth social action project which is designed to have a positive impact. It has one main aim, and that is to sensitize the youth regarding the perils of single-use plastic. In the past 2 years, I have been able to conduct numerous workshops, cleanup drives and rallies, and connected with over 1,500 youngsters, along with whom I have been able to collect 1,800 kgs of single-use plastic waste. Being plastic shunya does not require you to do anything drastic or time-consuming, rather some small changes into your everyday life. Being plastic shunya effectively means being a smart user of certain plastic products. So how can you be plastic shunya? Quit using single-use convenience plastics. They are hugely damaging to our environment. They are unnecessary and quite simple to avoid. All you have to do is follow these steps. Step 1. Ditch plastic bags. These might seem free, but the environmental cost is massive. You could drive over 2 kilometers with the amount of petroleum it takes to make just 14 plastic bags. So always carry a reusable bag whenever going out to shop. Don't forget, one reusable bag saves around 300 plastic bags per person per year. Step 2. Say goodbye to bottled water. It takes 3 times more water to produce a plastic water bottle than it takes to fill one. Why pay for something when you can have it for free? So fill a reusable bottle instead of buying bottled water. Step 3. Say no to plastic utensils. Many plastic utensils are too flimsy to recycle, so they pile up fast. So take a pass on plasticware the next time you order takeout. Just in case you need a straw, get a reusable one. In fact, carrying reusables not only makes the money in your pocket go further, but it also makes you feel good to do something positive for the environment. It's smart to be plastic shunya, right? This definitely sounds good, but I cannot do this alone. I need your help. I need your support. And I need each one of you to be a part of my bigger vision of making our country and our planet plastic shunya. Remember, we all have huge potential. If we say the right things, we can have the loudest voices. It is time for all of us to come together and take action right now. As my friends, there is no Earth B. There is no Earth B. There is no Earth B.